the first few times when they are having their episode, it's shocking. It's not pleasant to be standing in Target
pleasant.
with a kid that's laying on the floor, rolling around, freaking out.
Or walking 20 paces behind you,
Yeah.
stomping and shouting.
Yeah, or screaming at you in Disneyland, "You're not my real dad."
You're not my real mom.
Yeah, those are hard times for sure. But you actually, after a little period of time with it, again, because you understand that there's a feeling that's happening that's driving that, you actually kind of become a little bit used to the fact that when it starts to happen, you just sit back and you're like, okay, do your thing, right? And the fact that there's other people around looking at you doesn't really bother you, right? It bothered us at first probably, but after a little while, you're like, she's gonna have a cow over here for a minute, and just, you can all stare at us if you want, but we're just gonna sit here while she freaks out in Target for 10 minutes, and then we're gonna go back and pay for our stuff and go home and talk about why we had such a big feeling, and you get kind of comfortable with it. And I'd say that's true for our biological kids too. The first few times it happened, they're like, holy moly. And then afterwards, after a few times, they're kind of like, okay, we're just gonna all sit here while she refuses to eat dinner, right? We're all gonna sit here for a little bit, and then eventually she'll calm down and start eating again, so you do get used to it, I guess, is what I'd say.
I would just say that even if you think you've laid down all your expectations, something's going to happen that's going to kind of shock you or be different than actually what you were expecting. So you are kind of expecting a certain scenario or a certain way things are going to happen. There's just no way around it. You have this preconceived notion or idea about certain things or how it's going to be, and they're going to be disappointed. It's just important to recognize that right away and move forward.
Yeah, I would say don't try to plan for all the possible shocking events that are going to happen. Plan for how you're going to deal with a shocking event, because you're going to have one, right? And regardless of all the crazy things that you're going to hear in the training and talk about and prepare for, something's going to happen that was not covered in that training.
It'll be different.
And it's going to be shocking to you. And so I'd say plan more for how you're going to deal with the shocking event than trying to plan for all of the possible shocking events.